Red Bull is developing its car to be even more difficult to drive this season. Adrian's influence on the Aston Martin car huge, and Leclerc has been warned to battle Hamilton wisely. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. As Max Verstappen charged towards his fourth world title, the Red Bull RB20 found itself struggling to break new ground. Throughout the season, the team's development hit a plateau, leaving both performance and drivability stagnant. In the midst of this challenge, Red Bull's goal for the current season is clear. They must tackle the issues that led to complaints from both Verstappen and his teammate Sergio Perez if they wish to hold on to their championship aspirations. Technical Director Pierre Wash has emphasized that the upcoming RB21 will have a notably small operating window. This means there will be less margin for error as the team races against the clock to refine their performance. Now, let's dive into Red Bull's approach regarding car setup. Verstappen is known for his unique preferences when it comes to vehicle configuration. His extreme comfort with oversteer often creates challenges for his teammates who struggle to match his style. This capability has somewhat masked an underlying trend of emerging issues within Red Bull's performance in 2023. Even during a dominating season, there was a certain obliviousness to the limitations of their car setup. It wasn't until the 2024 campaign that the constraints of their operating window started to gain attention. For instance, the drastic changes seen from the RB20 during the Qatar GP served as a stark reminder of the work still required. Despite these setbacks, Watch has made it clear that Red Bull's strategy for 2025 embraces a tightrope doctrine. He believes that while the overall potential may decrease with an expanded operating window, it doesn't directly equate to slower performance. The key is to find the right setup for each specific circuit, enabling them to anticipate performance demands effectively. This philosophy represents a significant shift compared to many other teams, which often choose a stiffer car design. Red Bull, however, looks to balance flexibility while remaining fast. The consensus is that achieving consistent performance in Formula One is less about rigidity and more about adaptability. Throughout the last season, teams focused on establishing a reliable baseline for performance. This led to challenges for drivers like those at Mercedes, who battled with their W15 car, particularly vulnerable to track temperatures and varying wind conditions. Moving forward, the understanding of these dynamics will shape Red Bull's adjustments and their competitive edge on the grid. As the 2025 season approaches, all eyes will be on Red Bull as they navigate this intricate balance between performance potential and driving comfort. Will their bold approach pay off? Only time will tell as they strive to maintain their position at the front of the pack in the world of Formula One racing. As Red Bull gears up for the 2025 F1 season, the stakes are higher than ever. Unlike previous years, they find themselves on a precarious edge with the RB20. Competing teams like McLaren and Ferrari have succeeded in developing cars that offer more predictable performance. But Red Bull's technical director, Watch, has a different vision. He emphasizes the importance of optimizing the car's potential, stating, "Why would you want to extend the window and flatten the overall potential of a car?" His philosophy is clear. The goal is to create the fastest car possible compared to competitors, even if it means working with a narrow operating window. His approach underlines a compelling perspective. "I will not reduce the overall potential to make it easier operationally," he insists. While it might be tempting to lessen the complexity for the drivers, Watcha believes that reducing the car's potential for the engineers is not the solution. This sets a challenging yet focused agenda for the team moving forward. As they prepare for the upcoming season, Red Bull, like last year's top 4 teams, has high expectations riding on them. A robust performance is vital for Max Verstappen, who is on the quest for his 5th world title. The pressure intensifies, especially amidst swirling rumors about Verstappen exploring alternatives to Red Bull if the team falters. Furthermore, striking a balance between raw speed and drivability is crucial. The RB21 must deliver absolute performance without becoming a nightmare to handle. This challenge is particularly significant for Liam Lawson, who will need sufficient time to get acclimatized with the team and its unique demands. The 2025 F1 season promises to be a thrilling narrative as Red Bull pushes for dominance, driven by innovation and the pursuit of excellence. Can they deliver a machine that meets both performance and usability standards? Watching this story unfold will be captivating for fans and enthusiasts alike. Adrian Newey has become a pivotal figure in Aston Martin's quest for success, especially as the team gears up for the 2026 regulations. His expertise is expected to play a crucial role in shaping the next generation of cars. With Lawrence Stroll leading the squad, the reliance on Newey's renowned engineering prowess couldn't be more evident. Yet, as the team prepares for this ambitious project, there's an equally pressing question. How will Aston Martin perform in the current season? Transitioning into the upcoming regulations for 2026, Newey's acquisition by Aston Martin was undoubtedly one of the most significant moves in recent times. Renowned for his ability to innovate and push boundaries, Newey stands out as one of the most accomplished engineers in Formula One history. Alongside other key figures like Andy Cowell and Enrico Cardile, Newey will be instrumental as the team navigates these new challenges in just a year. However, Newey shares a word of caution regarding the power units, indicating that they could be the game changers in the upcoming competition. With Aston Martin's partnership with Honda, the importance of selecting the right power unit cannot be overstated. He mentions, "There has to be a chance that one manufacturer will come out well on top, and it will become a power unit-dominated regulation, at least to start with." This statement underscores the possibility that the advantage gained by top-performing manufacturers might persist throughout the season. Newey elaborates that if the edge is on the combustion engine side, it could create lasting benefits that others may find hard to overcome. The current regulations, he notes, are structured such that it can be difficult for teams lagging behind to catch up. However, there is a glimmer of hope. Should the advantage come from the electrical side, other teams may have more opportunities to close the gap. Turning our attention back to the present, the situation at Aston Martin remains somewhat uncertain. While Lawrence Stroll has successfully brought together some exceptional talent in Formula One, significant challenges lie ahead. Success in 2026 will critically depend on securing a robust power unit. This is where Honda comes into play, known for their impressive track record in recent years, making them just as vital to Aston Martin's future as Newey himself. As we look toward the next few seasons, all eyes will be on how well Aston Martin can blend Newey's engineering brilliance with the right power units. In the high-stakes world of Formula One, these elements could very well determine the team's fate in the hunt for glory. As Aston Martin embarks on this exciting journey with Adrian Newey, acclimating him to the team is crucial, not just for his success, but for the whole squad's future performance. However, there's a challenge. Newey can only officially start working at the factory on March 1st. This late entry means that he'll need to quickly catch up, especially considering that development for the 2026 car kicked off on January 1st. Newey has a lot on his plate. He has to focus not only on the next-gen Aston Martin, but also on integrating himself into the team. When he spoke to Automotor on Sport, he acknowledged the balancing act he faces. "My concentration will clearly be on 26, he stated, while also hinting at a potential involvement with the 2025 car. However, he remains cautious, admitting, "Whether I can really contribute anything or not, I've got no idea until I start." The reality is that the chances for Newey to make a substantial impact on the 2025 package are slim. With F1 teams facing strict limitations on wind tunnel hours, Aston Martin cannot afford to jeopardize their 2026 project in a bid to make up for past shortcomings. Yet, this doesn't make his job any easier. Newey steps into a high-pressure environment filled with prominent personalities, and he'll need to quickly familiarize himself with the team dynamics to convey his vision effectively. He'll be tasked with guiding a well-resourced team toward success. With remarkable engineering expertise, many will be looking to him for innovative solutions to push Aston Martin into the competitive forefront of Formula One. His ability to lead and inspire will be essential if the team hopes to achieve their ambitious goals in the upcoming seasons. So, as we look ahead, the stakes couldn't be higher. Newey's arrival could be the turning point for Aston Martin in Formula One, but it's going to take strategic maneuvering and swift adaptation to make it work. We're excited to see how this unfolds. Stay tuned for more insights and updates on the Aston Martin team as they gear up for the future. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc represent one of the most exciting pairings in Formula One to date. With the 2025 season just around the corner, all eyes will be on them, especially if Ferrari finds themselves contending for the championship. This season promises a fierce rivalry that could redefine the sport. As winter preparations kick into high gear, insights from former champion Nico Rosberg, who has first-hand experience racing alongside Hamilton, are vital. Rosberg, who spent 4 intense seasons as Hamilton's teammate, ultimately clinched the 2016 championship. His perspective on the competitive landscape is invaluable, particularly when discussing the mental resilience required to face Hamilton in the same car. Rosberg's comments highlight that Leclerc, despite being a formidable contender, enters the season as the favored driver within Ferrari. Yet, he cautions that Lewis Hamilton, even after a challenging 2024, is not to be underestimated. The narrative could very well shift as the season progresses. Rosberg pointed out that while Max Verstappen tops the list of drivers, Leclerc is among the best of the younger generation. However, he highlights that Hamilton's struggles last season raised questions about his performance, specifically a lack of clarity around his challenges. This uncertainty sets the stage for what could be a thrilling season ahead. Moving forward, Rosberg predicts that Hamilton could surprise everyone. The challenges Hamilton faced in his final season with Mercedes were significant, marked by a decline in relations with the team. This backdrop adds an interesting twist to Rosberg's analysis. While he acknowledges that Hamilton has had a rough patch, there remains a glimmer of hope. Rosberg suggests that if Hamilton can return to his usual lofty standards, the dynamics could change dramatically. Rosberg believes that, starting from their current levels of performance knowledge, Leclerc could potentially outperform Hamilton, similar to how George Russell secured victories over him. Yet, with Hamilton's track record and resilience, there's always a possibility that he could rise to the occasion. In essence, this season represents a battle of generational talent. Leclerc stands poised to assert his dominance, while Hamilton's legacy and drive to reclaim his former glory could lead to a captivating rivalry. Whether Hamilton can return to form remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the competition between these two drivers is bound to elevate the excitement in Formula One. As we gear up for the races ahead, the question remains, will Hamilton rediscover his edge, or will Leclerc cement his place as Ferrari's leading man? All fans can do now is stay tuned and watch the drama unfold on the track. This season, Ferrari has captured the spotlight, garnering more social media buzz than any other team in Formula One. It's no surprise, given the excitement that surrounds Lewis Hamilton, especially after his visits to Maranello for tests at Fiorano and Barcelona. These appearances have sparked a flurry of conversations among fans and experts alike. But the real challenge lies ahead for Hamilton tonight. As he transitions into this new chapter with Ferrari, getting up to speed isn't just crucial for him, it's vital if he hopes to keep pace with Charles Leclerc. Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, acknowledges Ferrari's potential to compete at the highest level, especially if they continue their momentum from last season. As the racing calendar unfolds, every matchup between Hamilton and Leclerc is anticipated with bated breath. The dynamics within the Ferrari team, under Fred Vasseur's leadership, could determine their chances of victory right from the start of the season. But while the immediate future looks bright, the looming 2026 regulations present an unknown that could affect everyone on the grid. In this context, Ferrari's efforts extend beyond just the next race. The team is actively laying the groundwork for their 2025 package, aiming to build not just for the present, but for sustainable success in the future. For a team that has historically dealt with the pressure of high expectations, this season could be among their best shots at reclaiming the F1 championship. Amidst these developments, Hamilton's personal journey is equally significant. His former personal trainer, Angela Cullen, has joined him at Ferrari. Her expertise may prove beneficial, helping him navigate this transition smoothly. As the 2025 F1 season approaches, the collaboration between Hamilton and Cullen could play a pivotal role in his integration into the Scuderia. As we gear up for this thrilling season, all eyes will be on Hamilton and Leclerc. Will Hamilton find his stride and reclaim his status as the greatest, or will Leclerc solidify his position as Ferrari's star driver? One thing's for sure, the fans are in for an exhilarating ride as the drama unfolds on the racetracks. Stay tuned. In the world of Formula One, changes often come sweeping in, transforming team lineups and fueling speculation. Recently, the spotlight has turned on two drivers at Alpine, Franco Colapinto and Jack Doohan. Reports have emerged that Flavio Briatore, Alpine's advisor, has requested a very complete report following a private test conducted in Barcelona, where these two drivers showcased their skills. This test has added to the buzz around whether Colapinto will replace Doohan in the upcoming F1 2025 season. Colapinto made a notable mark during his brief stint with Williams in 2024, finishing in the points in two of his first four races in Azerbaijan and the United States. With Williams confirming their lineup for 2025, including well-known drivers Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon, the team has committed to helping Colapinto secure a spot elsewhere. Alpine recently made headlines by signing Colapinto as their reserve driver, further intensifying the conversation about Doohan's future. Doohan had previously cemented his place in the team when he was signed as Pierre Gasly's teammate last August. However, his debut only came during the 2024 season finale in Abu Dhabi, and recent rumors suggest that his contract may only extend through the initial races of the new season. This uncertainty places Doohan in a precarious position, as his continued presence in F1 2025 hinges on his performance on the track. Recent insights from Planet F1 indicate that every driver's spot is up for grabs based on how they perform. During their time at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, both Colapinto and Doohan engaged in a head-to-head testing format, driving the team's 2022 and 2023 cars. This setup provided Alpine with an essential early glimpse into which driver might be the faster option moving forward. Beyond just speed, Briatore's report is likely to evaluate the drivers on various criteria, including their technical feedback, teamwork skills, and even their psychological resilience under pressure. Briatore himself was present during the testing, sharing glimpses of Colapinto's successful runs on social media. In contrast, the absence of Doohan in these updates raised eyebrows and perhaps underscored the ongoing tension regarding his status. As the days unfold, leading into the 2025 F1 season, all eyes will be on these two drivers. It's a pivotal moment for both Colapinto, who is eager to secure a permanent place amid the top-tier competition, and Doohan, who must prove his mettle to retain his spot at Alpine. The impending decision could redefine their careers and shape the competitive landscape of Formula One. Stay tuned as this story develops. Jack Doohan's future in Formula One is shaping up to be a compelling narrative as we head into the new season. His Alpine seat has come under scrutiny following the emergence of Franco Colapinto as a potential rival. Colapinto's impressive reputation has fans buzzing, leading to speculation about whether he could take over Doohan's position. Amidst this backdrop, it's crucial to understand the sentiments of Alpine's management. Flavio Briatore, well known for his keen eye for talent, has expressed confidence in Doohan's capabilities, asserting that he will indeed start the season at the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne. However, Briatore has also made it clear that performance is key. The stakes are high in the world of Formula One, and the team won't hesitate to make changes if results aren't forthcoming. The pressure on Doohan is palpable. With the spotlight on him, he aims to silence his critics by letting his performance speak for itself once the 2025 F1 season kicks off. This determination could very well be what he needs to consolidate his place on the Alpine roster, despite the looming threat posed by Colapinto. In this volatile environment, we can't overlook the implications of these rivalries. Drivers know that every race and every lap counts, as they battle not just each other on the track, but also the expectations of their team managers and fans alike. The competition for a permanent seat in F1 is unforgiving, and for Duhan, it's a chance to prove he deserves to be part of the elite. As the races approach, fans and analysts will be closely watching how these dynamics unfold, especially the head-to-head between Duhan and Colapinto. Who will rise to the occasion? Will Duhan secure his place, or will the new talent shake up the standings? This is a pivotal moment for Jack Doohan and everyone at Alpine, and the racing world will be tuned in to see how it all plays out. Stay with us for the latest updates and analysis as the F1 season progresses.